Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, Hope everyone is doing awesome. If you're watching live, comment live. If you are watching the replay, watching live, comment live. Right. Okay. All right, y'all. Today we are going to talk about we're going to talk about money and we're going to talk about business models that I really think that everyone, especially feminine women, should adopt in their businesses. If you're watching live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, comment replay. Good morning to all those who are coming in. Um, quick, I guess you could say shameless plug because y'all are watching for free. And this is value. And y'all have been rolling with me every single day for May. Thank y'all so much. Almost coming to the end of the month. And if you have not registered for the Business Vision Masterclass, it's $33. Some of y'all have lost your vision. This is why you didn't gave up on yourself. This is why you sporadic. This is why you're all over the place. This is why you in one week and then out the next week. You're inconsistent. $33 is not going to mess you up. Y'all know it is going to be amazing. So I don't care what area or what your income or revenue level is. This is for everybody. So if you have lost the vision that you've had for business, if you want to revitalize and get more of a, what is it called? You want to revitalize and you want to rejuvenate the vision, even if you're in business and doing very well. I would strongly recommend that you come to this masterclass. You will get the free replay. Anytime you hear this from me, okay? Hear this from me. I know everybody is different. Every time I do a paid masterclass, every single time, I always do free replays. Always. You paid, you get it. Okay. So people that are working, people that are on vacation, if you sign up, you pay your money, you will get the free replay. That's how I do business. I know there's other people that, do other things. I always say, like, everybody can't make it that day, but if you paid, you do get the free replay from me. Okay. So that's just how I do business, because that's just a way for, first of all, I know people have lives, but you still want meat. You still want to be able to look back on it. And then this is also for you to go back and look at, go back and look at every single time that you drop down in your energy, drop down in your motivation. And you'll know that I coach or I, do my classes just like you doing a one-on-one with me. Okay. And it's about community. You get to know each other, and it's going to be on a private Zoom. So everybody will be in the Zoom together. Okay. So y'all can meet each other. It's a 90-minute ordeal, and we are going to be writing out our vision together. What goes in a vision? Do you need to revitalize your vision? Bring your journal so you can really take notes and things like that. So it's going to be really good. And we're just gonna get to work. We're just gonna get to work, and we just gonna have to get back in alignment. If you are a matriarch or a active client of Ellison, you do not have to pay. So please make sure, if I see you paying for stuff, please don't do that. Okay. It's for those who are not active clients. So anyway, now that we got that out the way, so please sign up. Definitely sign up. The link is in my caption. All right. So we're moving on. So I'm a business coach. That's, we have to call ourselves something, right? So, but I'm a coach, and some people, have asked me, what is it, especially for women, right? I coach primarily women. That's been my target for a long time. And I've had women to ask me over time, like, Jay, how do I just tap in? Like, how do I make money? How do I get to a place where I'm finally making money in my business? What is keeping me from doing what I'm supposed to do? But even when I'm doing what I feel I'm supposed to do, when am I going to see a return? Over time, I will say this, I had to do the work on myself. I know what it's like to operate in the masculine when it comes down to business and money. And then I also know how to operate when it comes into the feminine. When you are in your natural state, you magnetize. Do you understand that? I'm not talking about wearing lace and all this other stuff. I'm talking about when you are in your element, when you are in your natural state, you bring in. Let me help you. Money is masculine. Okay. Money is masculine. And then I will go into the business model because I'm going to kind of mix that in. Women, I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. You've got to understand where you are. I have said this, if you've been on my lives many times during this month, I've talked about capitalism. I talked about how we are in a man's world. I talked about how women, the world right now is anti-woman. The planet itself is feminine. Okay. I'm trying not to get loud today. I don't want to get loud. I know y'all love when I get loud, but I ain't gonna get loud today. The planet is not to be confused with the world. The world is anti-woman, anti-child. Do y'all understand what I just said there? Okay, that's the truth of the matter. Systems are anti-human, anti-woman, anti-child, which is why you have to get your booty back to work after 6 weeks. No, you can't nurture your child. You put your child in another place to be indoctrinated. Okay, we need you back in the seats. We need you back in the cubicle after 6 weeks. In fact, we're not even going to pay you for that because we want you to hurt so bad and squeeze you so bad that you have to go back to work after 6 weeks. Anti-woman, anti-child. Okay. This is why also women are not even emotionally okay when they don't have money. That's why women would rather have money than they would have a man. If you could get money all the time, you would not need a man. Did you know that? Psychological. Now you probably saying, well, Jay, it is good to, I can have both. You can have both. You're in a world where you can't have both. But I'm talking about preference. Most of us will be totally okay with just having money, traveling, go on casual dates if we want to, or, enjoy the company of a companion every now and then. Most women would like that. But you're in a season, in a world that tells women that you have to get married to be claimed and be under the covering of a male. This is coming from a complete, I'm coming from a state of neutrality. I love marriage. I think marriage is beautiful. I am very, very, very supportive of marriage. Please do not get me, she a feminist. Okay. But when it comes down to the woman, this is why a lot of women don't want to let go of different relationships. different jobs, especially when it's a good job, it's paying you pretty good. I'm scared of leaving this because money is security and safety and protection. You feel secure and protected when you have money, right? That's why your mood changes on payday. This is why you could be erratic for 2 weeks and then you get a sale. Watch your body react. Your body literally relaxes as soon as money hits your. Am I lying? You turn into a whole different person when you don't have any money. You get mad at people. You don't want to talk. You want to have conversations. You don't want to. You don't want to. You don't want to do none of that. Man be like, I gotta get some money. And if you're not gonna give me no money, I gotta wait on it to come in. I'm not doing that. Am I lying when I say that? Okay. Okay. Y'all, I see a lot of facts. I see a lot of truth. Feel free to share this broadcast with another bestie if you know somebody needs to hear this. Okay. The reason why I say money is masculine. Okay. The reason why I say money is masculine is simply because money is the paywall. It's a wall between you and accessing abundance. They put a wall right there. This is why you got to pay to go to Bali and you got to pay to go to the Grand Cayman Islands. This is why you got to pay for the Bahamas. This is why you got to pay to get into spaces where you feel healing, where you feel good, where you feel abundance, because water signifies abundance. It displays abundance to the woman. This is how we do. And this is why women feel calm in spaces where it's fresh, it's clean, we feel good, we can dance when we are okay and we have money. This is why providers and protectors are required for women to do all right and to be emotionally rooted. If we are not emotionally rooted, you're going to always fly by the seat of your pants. You're going to always be angry. You're going to always be irritated. You don't have a good relationship with the masculine when money is an issue for you. Let's work on that. Okay. Let's talk about it. When we talk about the masculine, right, we look at from the simple fact of how do I feel about the men in my life or the lack of, right? So if I have like the relationship that you may or may not have with your father, that started everything. If your father was there, if your father was not there, look at it starts there. If your father was there, but y'all never had any money growing up, and you saw how many times y'all had to move, and you saw how many times that he was in and out, and you saw how many times he had to work 3, 4, 5 jobs, but still wasn't enough to have money, then you don't trust the stability. You don't see money as something that you can stabilize and trust. You don't even trust other people to give you money, which is always why you lowball. And then there is a mothering piece too, because some people, especially girls, they feel sorry for their daddies. They look at daddies like he worked so hard and he still wasn't able to make it happen. And your mother stayed there. Your mother didn't go anywhere. She was working 2, 3, 4 jobs as well. So that taught you that you just stay there, honey, because I feel sorry for men. I feel sorry for this person. So I'm just going to lower my prices for this person just so they can pay me. And so if you grew up with that consciousness, look at over time, look at your dating relationships over time. Because helping people means more to you than you being helped. Helping is two-way street. I was just telling a client this recently is that business is a two-edge. The only way to help yourself is to help somebody else to get where they're trying to go, because if you can get where they're trying to go, you also get to where you're trying to go in equal exchange. The energetic that you feel good about charging somebody and not being resentful, that's what you feel good with. Like, if I can charge someone $5,000 and I know that they are going to get a result that's going to last them, but then in turn, I'll also feel good because the money that was given to me to help them with this problem also helped me with my problem. Your problems it has nothing to do with the clients. This is called value for value, which is also connected to when you are there and you are pulling the weight in the house 50-50. This is why a lot of women resent the men in their lives, but then sometimes they'll say, oh, well, I'm here for, we a team and we a team and we a team. It's not about being a team. Look at the woman and how she's acting. If she's overweight, if she's mad at the world, if she's, always sick and in and out of clinics and on blood pressure pills. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to call it out there, and I love you. Edges falling out, teeth falling out, bruises everywhere, just iron low, off. Look at that man. What is he doing? If he's not earning enough to lead over the household, you're going to have some issues. And this is why it's difficult for you to establish a relationship with money, because now you feel like, okay, we're doing all of this and I'm doing all this to take care of these kids. Amen. That's why you don't trust. That's why you don't trust people. You don't trust people at all, baby. You don't trust people. I've had women to tell me that their husbands, baby, please invest in yourself. And I'd be like, do you trust him? Do you trust your husband? And they'll just get quiet. I'm like, your husband is giving you the money and you don't want to invest in yourself? Are you kidding me? But I just don't want to disappoint him. That comes from a woman who's raised by a man who was hard on them. Sometimes you have a daddy that's there and he was hard on you. Discipline. He was a disciplinarian and authoritarian. Everybody got as we say in the black household in the South, everybody got a whooping. I don't want him to get upset with me. I don't want him to get upset. And if I don't pull my weight, I don't want him mad at me. And then, because you don't want to be left. You don't want to get left. You don't want him to get so mad at you that he get frustrated with you. Because sometimes y'all look at these husbands, y'all look at them as almost like daddies. That's why they want you to call them daddy. Because it's a fathering energy. And instead of you looking at your husband and saying, this man supports me to be feminine. If your husband is giving you money and saying, baby, go do you. You don't even trust yourself to be in your natural state because you are a little girl to him. That's how you feel. You don't want to disappoint him because you look at him as father. You don't look at him as your partner and mate and spouse. You don't look at him as your husband. Even though, like I said, it's from father to father, but it's from protector to protector. It's provider to provider. This is why daddies give their daughters away at weddings. When you don't have no father to give you away, you at every wedding doctrine. Because the person that's giving you away has to trust that man at that altar. This is why a lot of daddies don't even, especially here in the West, we do a horrible job. Daddies do not vet the men because a lot of times the daddies that are taking their girls down the aisle, they're not even pure themselves. That's the reason why they don't vet, because they know they just a shot sometimes. And I ain't talking about nobody data. I'm just telling you. They can't advise a man to take, because they didn't do the job. They can't demand that man at that altar to take care of you, because they didn't do a good job of doing it. You just want to get married because you want to get married. And please do not get mad. Don't get upset. Just hold and do the work. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is the reason why your relationship with money is jacked up. You married that person for love. You didn't marry them for security. I don't know if it's going to be women triggered by this. Girl, I'm getting off of here because she don't even know what she's talking about. She lost me when she said, I had to learn this stuff. Okay? I had to learn this stuff. Ooh, come on, Maria. Yes. And this is why a lot of times men don't want accountability. They want you. Girl, it's inflation. It's inflation. We need everybody hands on deck. This is what a lot of men are saying. This is a lot of, but I'm gonna help you with something. So why are the women with children doing okay in the inflation? Why are women okay? Why are women doing all right with children and doing it by themselves, and men are having a hard time? Because women know how to tap in when we have to. Now, the only thing is that when we tap in from a survival standpoint. Women know how to survive. If you throw us out there and we don't have this this desperate energy of going back and going into arrested development state, going back to the age of trauma that happened at 10, 11, and 12, where you just be like, somebody take care of me, I'm good, all of that. Women can make things happen. We can make mountains move. And that's when we tap into our intuition. And some of y'all know how to do that without even thinking about it. You know how to create something and sell it for value. Now, you may undercharge, but you know how to do that. The feminine is nurturing. The feminine is creative. The feminine is attractive. And I'm not saying attractive physically, just she's magnetic. Women are great at building communities. Women are great at teaching. Women are great at intuition. We know what's up and around a corner before everybody else does. We have dreams. We can pick up on things. We can pick up on spirits. We can pick up on the spiritual nature of another person before they even get over to us. We should be able to foresee everything that's going on before it hit our doorstep. Do you understand what I'm saying right there? So how can we get from surviving to finally thriving? What you need to do is that you need to rediscover, okay, my relationship with money is off. What is keeping me from attracting money as myself? Where that's principal thing. And this is also bleeds into relationships that you have with other people. So I am a woman that requires a man with means. That's just what it is. I don't care what you have going on. Don't come in my life disrupting me. And I say that with an absolute bold back. And I have always been that way and didn't even know I was that way. I have always said I don't do boyfriends. I don't do relationships where I am not provided for. Now, women can do whatever they want to with that information, but every time I've told people, I didn't have my first boyfriend until I was a senior in college. And there was a reason why. Now, did I date? Yes. I remember I had a family member tell me, no, your first boyfriend was such and such in high school. I said, no. He just used to pick me up and take me to work sometime, but he didn't give me no money. I said, my first boyfriend was my first husband because he used to pay for my books. He used to send me money. He used to pay my phone bills. He used to pay this, pay that, and send me this and send me that. And I ain't want for nothing. That's when I consider, okay, then that's boyfriend in, quote unquote. Quote unquote. Y'all women better stop doing that. Don't let these men jack you into some way. You know, it ain't about money. Yes, it is. Because I can't even look at you in your eyes straight. But see, this is what I'm saying. Relationships, when you build relationships with people, you vet them to see, is this person worth being in my world? There has to be a critical thinking component when it comes down to business, and that's what a lot of women don't have. You don't know how to vet people first. How you approach your clients or ideal client has everything to do with how you vet people in your life, period. Look at your friendship circle. If everybody off and everybody talking about how cheap everything is, and girl, the bacon is on sale, and go and get this and go and get that, the value ain't there. Because if you get into a bind in your business, can you call in the person and say, can you spot me $5,000 or $3,000 or $500 so I can handle payroll, or can handle systems? I'm in between invoices right now. And if they can't give, what I'm trying to tell you, everything in your life has turned to value. If family you can't spot you, you got to look at everybody on a value system. I'm telling you. Some of y'all are giving more than you are receiving, and that's why you are so stressed. That's why I said love was outpriced by inflation. Oh, Jay, don't come around no more, because I got stuff to do. Because if I didn't have a father or whoever that did not provide and protect me when I needed it most, that's why some of these men treat women like this, because they see if you ain't got a daddy. They see if you have a daddy or not. If you don't have a daddy or an active daddy in your life, that's where you see men treating you the most horrible, because they know you don't have a provider protector over them. They can easily swindle your energy for their gain. So you got to be careful of that. They can manipulate a woman who's looking for a father. And this is why women like that don't do relationships well, or they see money in exchange for their body. They give their physical in exchange for money. But when your mind is exchanged for money, that's a whole different game you're playing right there. This is why you got wealthy men that look at women with mind and body, and they know they've won. That's when men say, we don't care about your degrees. Look at who's saying it. It's the ones that's at the bottom. Girl, he don't care about none of that. That's why I don't even. Well, when you are giving people exchange for your body, that's all they want. They don't want your mind. They don't want you to say anything. They just want you to sit there and look and lay on your back and make them cookies when they want to, when they want you to. Only poor men say that because they don't want to change. Do y'all get what I'm saying? The masculine protects and provides, right? So your business has to get to a place where it's providing for you, the business. That's why also when women start businesses and the money is not coming in fast enough, but they're also not giving the value as well, it's an unequal exchange. So it takes forever for them to get in because they're so used to getting from a job, from a place of security, and they don't know how to root themselves in themselves in order to create value using their minds to get money. See, at corporate, you have to exchange your body for W-2s. I know what I'm saying. I know what I just said. Y'all probably looking at, well, you got to have skills. minimum. You have to, that's why if you didn't show up to work, if you didn't show up on the chat, if you're working from home, now they're going to think you ain't working. I know. Oh, wish, Lisa. Your business needs to be making you. Mm-mm-mm. Your business pleases you. You got to build that business like you build in men. Build that business to take care of you. That's why I tell women, like, you missing the whole point. You missing the entire point. If you know that you are a good teacher, if you know that you're a good coach and you've helped people to do this, that, and the third, you need to charge according to that. And whatever you charge according to that, that's going to be your level of hustle that you got to show up for. So if you are charging higher prices, you don't have to push as much. But if I'm charging low for everything, I'm going to be in hustle mode for a very long time. This is why I don't agree with women just selling low cost, low ticket digital products, because you're going to be hustling all day, every day. But if I am charging upon a business model where I have a high ticket program, I have probably a mid ticket and then a lower ticket, then I know that there's an ascension system. Trust is involved here because guess what? At every level, see, people think that, oh, she's charging that for that. Hold on. Before you even come up here, I'm vetting you already. This is my business. You can't come up here in my highest container because that's where you get the greatest proximity to me. That's why I have a perfect business. In comparison to 4 years ago, where yes, Jay was on top of the world, but I also was not vetting like I was supposed to. I had people coming in from a free whatever straight to a high ticket. I didn't have a vetting process, so anybody can come in there in so many ways. Yes, I was making high income, profit margins was great, all this other stuff, but guess what? It crashed my nervous system because I had the wrong fit in there. Now, all of my clients were great, but that level up there was next level. Kelly, that's it. That's it. I need to show my business more respect. So what do you do for the masculine? The masculine doesn't even require your love. And for those of you, I love, God, girl, he just wants my love. He wants your love because it's energy. I'm vetting people at every level. That's why when people come up here, you got to be right. You can't just come up here. I need to see you. And if you come up here, I'm going to drill you, especially if you've never been down here in some of these other containers and stuff that I've had. I got to see all it before you get access to me. Let's see how you do right here first. Let's see how you do with planning a date. Let's see how you do with taking action. I look at all that. When I see women that pay for stuff and they never open up anything, but they still around on social media talking about how do I do this and how do I do that? And when you got the answer right there, I look at all that. You got what you need, but you still running. Now focus. She ain't ready. I've even had to tell women you're not ready. I've had to tell women, not right now. Let's hold on. Let's hold on. You know why? Because my energy costs. And my job as a woman is not to make you feel safe and secure. I'm teaching you how to do that for yourself. I can't do anxiety. I can't. If you come to me in anxiety, be ready for an answer and to execute. Because the thing is, when the nervous system is unstable, we got to do what we have to do to stabilize the nervous system. That's first. There are women that want access to your energy at a low cost. Not happening. The first thing you need to do is, how do I secure myself? In my business, that's the first question that you need to ask yourself. How do I secure myself in my business? How do I protect myself with my business? How do I feel protected? Because first you got to feel secure. Let's handle that first. How do I feel secure? I got to get my cash flow up. I got to get my passive income up. I got to get my residuals up. I got to create relationships. I got to build relationships with people. You need to have a pipeline of people that you can go to and say, hey, I have a spot open for my program. Hey, I see that we worked together 2 years ago. Would you like to? These are relationships that you're building. How do I do that? Okay, so number 2, I need to have a retention aspect to my business model. I just allow people to make a decision. I don't push people to work with me. If, hey, your program is about to end, your enrollment is about to end, would you like to resign? If so, let's make an offer, let's talk about it, and let's get you back rolling again if you feel like you haven't gotten what you need. If that woman has gotten what she needs, then she goes on. If she says, Jade, no, I didn't get everything I need to come back, then she comes back. That's a retention model. And it's familiar, and you're consistently teaching. You're consistently being of service. You got to respect your clients. You got to respect them. Stop signing people into your containers. Stop signing people into your one-on-ones if you don't respect them. If you don't even want to show up. If you don't even want to talk to your people. I just want to get to the money. Girl, talk to clients. Talk to people. Feminine is human first. When women are in their masculine, they talk to folk any kind of way. They talk to their clients any kind of way. When women are in their masculine, they do masculine things. They tear you up on social media. Y'all, come on. That's why I can't do memberships. At first, I was thinking about doing. I was like, no, I gotta have some help. That's another thing. Don't do anything when you know that's going to exert so much energy, and you're not going to get that same value back, and you don't have support. You have to respect your clients. If your clients are not individuals or women that can think for themselves, that can lead themselves like you can lead yourself, that is a problem. If your clients are doing everything but what you have asked them to do, or doing everything from somebody else, that's a problem. You should not be in a place where you don't respect who you're working with. You got to respect your clients. You don't sign people that you feel sorry for. Stop doing that. Stop signing people who are in homeless shelters and you tell them, go get the money. You can find it. Are you kidding me? Stop signing people that can barely rub 2 dimes together. And they're telling you they don't have any money. They're telling you they don't have an income. They're telling you they're not working. They're telling you they're going through things with their spouses, or they're going through things with their parents, and I don't have the money, and I'm doing this and I'm trying my best. Don't sign people like that are energetically off. That's how the masculine treats women and children. The toxic masculine. They don't see people as humans. Kimberly just said something key right there. She said, biggest mistake of my life. They become the biggest headache and will make you walk away from it. So when men walk away from their families, they just take anybody. They take somebody who just Oh, she's just gonna give me what I need. But they're always working on the exit plan. You didn't gave them too much. I'm ready to walk away because my head hurting. I don't want that woman no more. They leave because they knew it wasn't a fit. I got married because we've been together for 10 years, or we got married because we were high school sweethearts. Or I just went on here to marry that girl because Well, I married her because she had my baby, and because she ain't had nowhere else to go. She wasn't a value to you. You took her on because she was the closest to you. She was the first one to say yeah, and you just took on. Do they see women as people? Masculine women in business don't see people as people. They see them as numbers. They see them as dollar signs. They don't see them as a soul. When masculine women are after, they don't build relationship. They just take your money and come on. You could be the most misaligned client ever. But if you have the money, they bring you in. And they do the least for the most. You don't establish relationship with them. They put somebody else in front of you. They say, hey, work with this person, work with them, and then you see them once a month. So for some of y'all that had daddies growing up that only saw you once a month or once every other Christmas, or just popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out, popping in, popping out. But they sold you a dream though. I'm gonna come get you. We're gonna go to the fair. We're gonna do this, and they never show up. Those kind of So this is why it's very important. Mm-hmm. Because I'm astonished at how many married men are in unhappy marriages and accepted because they rather not do the inner work, because they got married to somebody that just was the best skilled, but they had absolutely no respect for them. They just didn't have any reverence for them, didn't honor who she was, they didn't see her as a human. They don't see them as a human. Let me go back up here. Kahara said, I hope I'm saying it correctly. Masculine women in business also gossip, messy, no integrity, always have the mentality of competing and complaining. They are the ones that work against it. Yeah, masculine women steal clients. Masculine women they have no integrity. Absolutely. Always in competition mode. Always in competition mode. Looking at everybody and I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get this person. Well, what about, you see a person that left the program, now you want to swoop in and go get them because you want to prove to them that you're better than that coach when they were the problem. Now, not them. My program is so different. And you get in there and she a nightmare as well. And see, that's another thing too. You're not even looking for them to support. That's a good point that you made. But a lot of times you're not even looking for support. You're looking to make impact. And competitive women, that's why when people say, oh, you remind me, you need to be just like, I remember people used to do that to me all the time. Oh, I see you like so-and-so. No, don't see me like so-and-so. I'm not so-and-so. People need a J. They don't need all these other. Don't put me in nobody else's stuff. I love everybody. Girl, you heard about this person? Yeah, I heard about it. I don't care. Don't tell me nothing about it. I don't care. Everybody right. I don't want my name in nothing. Don't tell me about so-and-so. Don't tell me about, girl, I heard she did this. Okay, I don't care. I'm minding my business. That's why I don't follow a whole lot of people. I don't follow a whole lot of coaches. I don't. I follow people that light up my timeline. If they are mean, and now I will post polarizing content. Y'all know how I do. I only post to the person that I want to sign. I'm not talking about no other coaches. I'm not talking about other folk. I don't care. Yeah, y'all signing that coach. Y'all go to this coach and that coach, your faves. Stop. Y'all faves. What does that have to do with anything? Can we please stop doing this in business? All of it works. What is your problem? Just because it didn't work for you. Oh, I can't stand cold DMs. Another person DM me, but you, how are you getting clients? You ain't even getting them. Cold DMs work. They work for who it works for. I wish somebody would send me an email on this day. What is wrong with y'all? All of it works. There's a reason why cold calling is still in business today, that people still use. There's a reason why cold DMs are still being used today. It works for who it works for. If you don't have any clients, you better be cold DMing because you ain't got nobody to pull from. You need to be making some money. You need to be securing yourself first at whatever means necessary. Y'all better stop complaining out here talking about this. I'm so tired of people doing this. Well, we gonna do it. What you gonna do? Block us? Block us. It's fine. Email. I don't do this. I don't talk bad about the practice. I just don't do it. Get on pound that phone. That's what I'm saying. Melissa said, get on those phones, do what you gotta do, baby. The first principle for a woman in business. If you want to make it work, baby, you're gonna do whatever it takes to make it work. Period. End of story. You got to secure yourself. Secure the feminine. Hashtag that. And don't steal that because that's mine. Hashtag secure the feminine. Because I've been saying that forever. That's my first. It was a light bulb came on, baby. You got to secure the feminine. That means you got to get a little bit crazy, a little psychotic, a little bit off. Come on, Kristen. She said the father wound is running rapid. Don't let nobody. I'm tired of y'all getting in my DMs. I'm coming in the DM. I'm coming in your DMs. That's what I'm gonna do. And I don't care what you say, block me. No. Oh my gosh. I won't talk bad about it. And y'all, it happens in every industry. I think coaching is just so loud because everything is online, right? And in every industry, you have practices that are not the best, practices that are not preferred, but they all work. Secure the feminine is your first line of defense. How are you defending? How are you setting up the walls? How are you setting up the infrastructure in your business to hold you up? Thank you, Lexus. That's what we tell people like, oh, I'm so afraid of the DMs. Why are you afraid to talk to people? This is why also women are not good at communication. We're not good at telling people or asking people, what do you need? How can I help? How can I support you in that? That's the feminine. How can I support you in that? When you see your masculine, the healthy masculine, if your business is a healthy masculine, let's even throw this in here. Here we go. This is it right here. How your business is almost that divine aspect. It's a divine, it's almost like God holding you up. The business, I'm not saying it's the God, it's God holding you up. This is why when people say God is money, people get triggered with that because you're like, no, God is not. No, look at the spiritual aspect of it. This is why churches need money. God be money today. How do you see your business? Do you see business as permanent? Do you see business as it taking care of you? If that is not the case, you're going to stay at these jobs for a long time where they don't see you as a human. They don't see you as a soul. Your business is only going to thrive as a woman. Listen to me, as a woman, by the way you see people. If you don't see people as humans, if you don't see people as a soul, if you don't see people as needing to be served, you are not going to do well. Feminine is not lace and lingerie and photo shoots. Ain't gonna do, because you can be just as massive and messy in a lingerie in a photo shoot with lingerie. Okay. Big old floppy hats and photo shoots by the pool and on the beach. You can be just as messy. I don't care about your photo shoot. How do you treat people? That's why I always say, like, when I look at men and I vet them, I look at how they treat the women in their lives, how they treat their daughters, how do they treat the women around them, not just their mama. Because see, that's also a cop out sometimes for me. Like, oh, he treat his mama so well. Okay, I like how he treat, but how do you treat women, random women at the store? I need to see how you interact with the cashier. I need to see how you interact with the waitress. How do you treat women, period? I need to see all that. That's why I can smell it from a mile away when somebody is really trying to use Jesus and use God for me to lower my prices. Baby, we don't do that. And what you're not going to do is use the Savior to play with me. You're not going to con me. You got to look and see how people treat people. How does that service provider treat people? That's why women, your report card is your children. Men's report card is the way he treats his family. Your children will always tell you the truth. The woman is always going to tell the truth about how she looks and how she looks and respects the man. That's the report card for men. Women, your report card is your children. How you treat people in business and how they talk about you to people that you don't even know and how they move in spaces when you're not there. That's your report card. Your business is your report card by the way your clients feel supported by you. That is how you are graded. When you're not in the room, when you're not in the DMs, that's how your clients will view you. And that's how they will discuss you. That's your report card. The truth has to be spoken when you're not available. When you're not in the room, what are people saying about you? How are they saying it's like to work with Coach Tanika and Coach Lexus, Coach Kahara, Coach Kristen, Camille, Melissa, Courtney, Kristen? Like, how do you treat people? Do you treat people with souls? Now, yes, kindness has boundaries. It does. You got to have boundaries. You're building a community. Absolutely, Kristen. That's how feminine women are going to make money in this new normal, the age of Aquarius. That's what I talk about all the time. We talked about this. It was so good on our major call last night. It was so, so good. And we were just talking about our birth charts and things like that. And it was very interesting. And I told them that the North Node, my North Node, was in Gemini. And they were like, oh, so this is why you're passionate about the age of Aquarius. This is why, because it's a controversial topic. And I like talking about spiritual things and it's rooted in communication. Everything in my birth chart is exactly what I'm doing. and what I enjoy doing. So securing the feminine, let's go ahead and wrap up for the day. So secure the feminine is your first go-to. Yes, Sasha. And that is all about principles in how you see your business as it supports you. You got to hurry up and get to the point in this first phase. Secure the feminine, period. Secure the feminine, period. That's what I should be working on. I should be working on. I should be working on. I should get to this, get to a place in my business where it's taking care of my needs, which means I don't have to rely on corporate America. I don't have to rely on this. And if I want to do a little teaching job, if I want to do a little something on the side because I want to, I can. But it's not my preference to do that because I want to be free. Now, once you provide yourself with security, the money is there, right? So now you need to protect yourself. What does that mean? Protection means the proper insurances, the proper protocol, the proper SOPs, policies and procedures, contracts, and all of these things are intertwined. You're protecting yourself. Because some of y'all securing the feminine is just money, but you also need terms and conditions. You need a contract. You need all these things to secure yourself and to protect yourself. You protect the business. And then you can go play. You can go be creative then. Once you get your business in alignment to where you are, where you have a business model that supports you to serve. You can't serve right when you don't have any money, when you're all over the place. Secure the feminine. If you have a job, if you have a full-time job and you have a business, you are in your masculine energy. You're doing too many different things at one time because your foot is over here and your foot is over there. This is why you're tired. This is why you're in and out. You need to make a decision. And I'm sorry, I'm one of those people. I'm going to tell you, working a job and doing it, first of all, creatives don't need to be in a job anyway. I'm saying that, and you can log off if you want to. And I'm not changing what I just said because I'm telling you, I know us. When you are creative, you cannot be in restraints. You cannot be in limited contained spaces. You can't because you got too many ideas. You know you're supposed to be out here being free. You're supposed to have freedom. I know there's going to be people that say, you ain't supposed to be telling people that. I can tell people whatever I want to because I don't agree because corporate is anti-woman. So why are you there? I'm telling you it's anti. That's why I don't want you to go and get they look at you crazy when you got to go get your baby from daycare and from school when they sick. I'm not taking back what I said. I used to work in HR. I know what goes on in those rooms behind the scenes. I know what they talk about. I've heard people say, I've heard a director say, I'm not hiring no more single mamas. They always need to be off. If she was a single mama herself. Very anti. Get out of there. Hurry up and get out of there. If you got children, look and see, like, I got to do this, but you got to find something to tap into, which is why I said, if you ain't registered for that business vision masterclass, get your booty in there. Because some of y'all don't even know how you even doing this. You got children. You need a vision that's going to get you out of bed and work that business for those babies. If I'm not going to root for you, I got to root for the children. Kristen said, can you talk about living in a masculine, women-based environment? How can we navigate with that? Can you give me a little bit of an example about what you mean by that? I think I kind of know what you're saying, but give me a little bit on that. Because I always tell people too, if I can do it with a child, an expensive child, pray for me. Anybody can do this. And they don't get, people think that, oh, well, Jay, it's because you do business coaching. It's easier for you. No, it ain't. Do you think it's easy to business coaches, they have it harder than you think? Because there's a lot of business coaches out here that's taking people money, running and being this and that and the third. And it's a lot of foolishness that go on in the business coaching in sector niche. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like for instance, women who lead with masculine and never cut off that side of them. Um, you gotta, yeah. I agree with Tanika. You gotta get a plan, you gotta get out. You've got to get out of there and you gotta be in spaces where this is what I used to affirm. Because I know what it's like. I lived with my parents the first year that I was in business, and it was probably like you can't have two queens in one castle, right? And so it was something that I said I need to be in a pretty space where I can create myself and create what I desire. And I will never be able to be in my full element and in my nature unless I'm in the space that gives me that joy. Because the creative is joy. The creative is peace. You have to have peace to create, which is also why you either have to be real poor to create or you have to be financially stable to create. You can't be off in the middle trying to create because you're always trying to get. That's why a lot of times you don't even have time to create anything because you got to get up and go to work in the morning. You got to hurry up and go get to the money. You got to hurry up. You got to hurry. Blah, 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 blah. You got to do all that. And then you're not liked when you're feminine too. They can't stand it. A lot of women just here she go, here she come. They can't stand it because they want you to sit and gossip and be messy and petty with them. There's no critical thought. There's no up level conversations. There's no peaceful conversations. It's always chaos. That's why I can't be around chaotic people. If you are chaotic and all you talk about is mess, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, Tanisha, she said, that's my issue right now. Y'all, please sign up for that class. It's only $33. I'm going to get y'all right. Y'all have got to trust yourselves. That's the first thing. Get back to the feminine women are visionaries. Did you know that too? I think sometimes we put men in those roles, but women see. Women are huge visionaries. And I know the men are the vision and da 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 da. I'm going to counter that. Women see up around the corner when a man marries a woman who is in their feminine. Most times, men are going to go to the woman and say, "Baby, what you think about this? Now I want to do this, but what you think?" She gonna listen and be like, "I don't know about that, because I'm just gonna tell you this. This is what I sent. This is what I when he was talking like this, I kind of." Then he gonna go and reason. He gonna say, mm, I don't know. My wife said, my wife is making me think. But you're not telling, but you're allowing him to make the decision. But he's going to take that decision and do what's best for him, you, and the family. He's not going to put y'all in harm's way because he's just going to do what he want to do. I got to secure everything because my wife supports me, the children supports my legacy. All of that is a chain reaction. If I put my family in a horrible situation, it's going to affect my wife, and then it's going to affect my children, and I'm advocating out of house. I'm not trying to do all that. Period. That's why I tell women, you should not like your household should not be broke. I love you, and you can log off when I say this. If you are a feminine woman and you have a husband at home and your husband ain't got no money or he ain't got no raise or he ain't reaching upward, you need to get back in your feminine. You're out. You're off. Something's off. A man instantly gets out of the bed and he makes it happen. You better get in your feminine. I'm telling you what I know. I had a relative, her and him, they were dating for a long time. He proposed to her twice. And she was headstrong. Like she was headstrong. She was hard headed. And I told her, I said, let me tell you something. She was pregnant with her third baby. I said, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing cute about being out here with 3 babies by yourself. I don't care if you got him standing with you because ain't nobody gonna help you when you got a man in your bed. Okay. I said, but watch that boy. Y'all get married. Look at this as a business. Okay. You marry that boy, he gonna skyrocket in his career. Watch. He was a good guy too. Good guy. Child, they got married. And not even 2 weeks later, he was getting promoted and he got promoted again 6 months later. Everybody was stable. Everybody had insurance. Everybody had life insurance. Everybody was covered. He gave her the baby that wasn't his last name. Everybody was covered under him. And she said, Jay, I just got in my feminine like you said. I said, and shut your mouth. I said, watch him thrive. Because you're going to thrive as a result. Honey, they traveling and all kinds of stuff. Money just flowing in, he getting bonuses and all kinds of stuff. That's what I'm saying. You can change your life when you get out of the way because a lot of y'all just want to have control over everything. Stop being controlling. I got it because girl, if I don't do it, it don't get done. That's why it's off. Yes, Tanisha. Girl, if nothing, girl, if he, that's why I got to do everything in the house. That's why things are off. You're the mother in the house. When you talk bad about the man in your life, girl, he can't do nothing without me, girl. He can't even, you don't respect him. I'm just telling you, I hear it all, especially when Black women, we've got that real bad. Because see, we ain't gonna sit here. You're gonna have to really admit, some of y'all see y'all, the men in y'all's lives as sons. I gotta help him do everything, girl. He don't know whether he's coming or going. Why you talk about your man like that? You need to be with him. That is your son. That is not your lover. There is nothing loving about that. There's no respect there. He don't do nothing. Girl, he don't do nothing. Is this your son or your husband? I'm confused. Like, hush. So how does this correlate with business? Come on, Maria. I'm about to throw this laptop. Hello, somebody. How does it mesh with your business? That the control piece. You're too controlling over your business. There is a way that you can take care of your business as a solopreneur and still serve your clients and still have that time. You need automations in place. Like last night, I'm going to confess right here. I made a mistake and didn't turn my automations back on when I had 2 clients to come in into matriarch. And they were like, Coach, I didn't get this or I didn't get that. And I was like, and I was instantly like, look, let me hurry up. Let me hurry up and get these automations back on because that's a part of holding up the feminine in my business when I have automations and I don't have to worry about sending this or sending that or doing this and doing that. It's already done. And I don't have to control the process and making sure that's already finished. It's already done. I don't need my hands all over my business for it to run. It needs to just run. Onboarding should just boom. Oh, well, let me get home and send this invoice. Well, let me get home and send this contract. I have Honeybook for that. Honeybook, send it right on. I don't have to do anything. So if you are ready, first of all, if you're not ready to be coached per se on a long-term level in the matriarch, the Business Vision Masterclass is open. I also have other courses and bundles that can help you, but you need to be helped. Like, don't get off this live and carry on the day without taking care of what you need to take care of, because I'm going to tell y'all this. This is a prime time for you to step into your destiny. You have got to get help. Get that pride out the way. That's masculine. That's why you tired. That's why you stressed. A lot of y'all that need to be like, I need to just, especially all of y'all talking about, I need to work with you, Coach Jay, but then I got a class and all of a sudden you, oh, she for real. Yeah, you got to come on in some kind of way. Plus, you need to know if I'm fit for you or not. The price does go up. What's today? 23rd. It goes up on 25th to 50, I believe. So get in where this 33 is, because it goes up on the 25th to $50. Then you'll be looking buck at. That's also a part of the feminine security. Like, be secured in yourself. Trust yourself. That you're doing this so that you can move into destiny quicker. Y'all don't have that much time. This is it. Okay. Love y'all so much. If you have any questions, let me know. But the link is in this caption. Tap it. Get your booty in that class. It's next Friday. You will get the free replay. It's all the information is on that page where you can look through it and read through it. Secure your seat, and I can't wait. It's going to be an amazing class next Friday. Okay. Love y'all. Get to work. Go make some money. Bye.